Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room recap for Thursday, February the 14th. It is Valentine's Day. So, all you guys out there, don't forget. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions? This is the email address you can use. This is a link to get into our 100% free trading room. You do not have to be a member of Trade Ideas to be in our room. I open the room at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live in the mic, get around 9:05. I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. In this email, you'll see a promotional code. It is still valid, and it'll probably be end tonight, though I'm sure it's going to be replaced by a Valentine's code. But right now, you can still get 25% off. The Valentine's code, I'm sure, will give you 25% off also. But the code you see will give you 25% off the first month of a standard or premium subscription, the first month, or the entire year of a standard or premium subscription. Now, I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to show you my best trade of the day, and I went long goose. So you're probably wondering, well, how can that possibly be your best trade of the day when it did this? Well, I'm going to back up just a little bit here and just take a look at the daily for goose. Canada Goose. Now, for those of you who don't know, I am a Canadian, and I've been talking about this for quite a while, Canada Goose for quite a while. I actually was able to get a jacket in October, but the mall that I frequent, there were lineups to get into Canada Goose like you wouldn't believe, from October all the way to Christmas and maybe even beyond. Like literally unbelievable. And Canada Goose does not discount. So I kept thinking, all right, today is the day they were due to release earnings. You can see the little run up it had. It hit here, up this area right there, and I think around here it did a financing. And then with the rest of the market, it kind of went south, but it's been recovering, I think, ahead of earnings. There's the 200-day moving average, and it's been above it for quite a while. So I was thinking, okay, if they release earnings and they look good, I wouldn't mind taking some of the goose. So they release earnings this morning, and this is why I'm telling you this is the best trade I made all day. Excuse me. I read the release. It looked, on the surface, it looked great. I think it said a 50% increase in revenue, on and on and on. Really looked good. The only thing that caught my eye, though, is that they said for the following quarter we may only do like a 35%. We're guiding 35% greater. Now, it's all in the guidance. Now, 35 is not bad, but it isn't 50. It is not 50. But I decided to take this right there. But as this was kind of not, in fact, I think it was on the way down I took it. I can't remember because I don't think I could have participated in that pop there. But as it was just kind of chugging around this area, I thought, you know what? I just don't like the way it's trading. So I took myself out. This is all pre-market, by the way. I took myself out for a 40-cent loss. All right? Well, that's why I'm calling this the best trade I made. Did not let my ego get in the way. Did not think, it's got to come back. Once people really read the press release, the earnings, they're going to like it. It's been running up over that 200-day for quite a while, et cetera, et cetera. Look what it did. Now you see it's just underneath that 200-day. So that's why I'm calling this my best trade of the day, because I got out with a very, very small loss. Didn't take a lot of shares. It was like a 40-cent loss. So that's that. Now the other one, the one that is been very interesting, is IVC. Now for some reason, this, first of all, this is an earnings play. This does not trade very much. Take a look at it on the daily chart. I'm going to back it out just a little bit. I believe this is the last time it released earnings. Look at the volume. Okay. Now this volume is a little bit more than this volume right here. It's traded 11 million shares, 37 times normal. Okay. So this does not trade very much. This was its last earnings release. Got clobbered, and it kept moving down, 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 down. Recovered a little bit, kind of consolidated, and then today released earnings again. And you can just see, there are reasons why you get these big volume spikes, and it usually has to be around news. And usually the news is earnings. So I looked at this. We saw this in the pre-market, and they released actually after hours yesterday. There's the mauve area after hours. So this caught our eye, of course, in the pre-market, and I looked at this and said, okay, where could I possibly get into this? So again, I looked at the daily chart, and what I saw was right there. So I saw this little spike on the daily. That's not necessarily huge resistance or anything, but that's around 817, okay, on that day right there. Let me just check again. I want to see the pre-market. See if it got up to that area. No. Okay. So that's 917. I'm sorry. It was 817. So no, I mean, there's the pre-market. Bottom line is I waited for that little break over that 817, took the trade right here at 823. I sold some right here, and for some reason, where I'm having a bit of an issue with our broker. I don't know if it's Brokerage Plus or what it is, but all of a sudden I had to shut down Brokerage Plus because I couldn't make. Anyway, bottom line is I sold again right here at 885. So great first trade. I mean, just I love the quick trades. 823, 845, and I think it was 875. Got back in. We waited a long time on this one. It was just sort of hanging around just underneath that 9 level. And I waited for the break. Somebody asked me, well, why did you wait for 920? So again, I don't know if it's, if I look at the daily, I don't know if it was basically on the daily or I was waiting for that break right there. Probably was that break right there, but let me just make sure. Yeah, so it was the intraday break that I was waiting for, okay? And so I was waiting for, I was waiting for the break right there and did it. Took the trade, I think it was at 920, sold at 940, got out at 940, and it's pulling back right now. So, it was a nice, especially the first one was a really nice trade. This wasn't bad. I mean, obviously, when you look at the daily chart, this has room. There's the next high looking left. So it has some room to there. There's the 200-day moving average. This is definitely should be watched tomorrow. You never know. It could have a second day continuation on earnings. And that's really it. I had a little trade on Dish. Dish, I actually kind of blew it. Take a look at Dish. Dish was one of those, I loaded last week. It's called the down big yesterday. And it's called down big yesterday, up big today. Not so much up big today, but recovering today. So you can see what it's looking for. There's a stock that was down big yesterday, and now it is recovering today. And so I got into this one right there. I took a very quick scalp. This was a very, very quick trade. And, I kind of kicked myself. On the 5-minute, it doesn't look quite as dramatic. But I kind of kicked myself because, I got in at 29.17. I literally took it out at 29.29 and it kept moving. A lot of people were in this one. So that's good. I don't mind. There are a lot of, this is sort of an interesting, if you want this one, all you have to do is ask me for it, okay? Down big yesterday. And, I mean, the full name is an up big today. But it's the original scan was it had to be, I think, down 5% and then up 3% today. So down 5% yesterday and up 3% today. Well, let me take a look instead of trying to figure it out. Yeah, so down 5%. I changed this. This was up 3. It had to be up 3%. I changed it to 1%. The reason I did that is I wanted to catch these moves a little bit earlier rather than waiting for the move here, which might have been, the 3%. So I wanted to see, okay, let's catch, I mean, a stock that is down 5% today, and now it's rallying and it's up 1% today, that may not be too bad. Maybe it rallies from 1 to 3% and then stalls. So I didn't want to wait for the 3%, if that makes sense. So anyway, if you do want that one, just ask me for it and I'll send it to you, okay? So that's about it. I want to get back into the room. Again, I just wanted to point out that goose trade, though. It's sometimes the best trades are the ones you get out of. You wait for your stop, you get out, and you just do not have an ego. You can't say to yourself, it's got to come back. If I'd done that, I'd be down $10 more, okay? So, I mean, goose could rally tomorrow. So maybe that's when I get back in it. But anyway, that's just wanted to point that trade out to you. All right. Any questions? You use this email address. This is the link to get into the free room. Again, the promo code is still there. Love to drive, all in capital letters. The 2 is just number 2, but love to drive, and instant 25% savings. And also the nice thing about it, as I say, is that if you do take out say you take out a standard and you want to upgrade to premium, or you take out a monthly and you want to upgrade to yearly, you can do so. We'll honor the promo code as long as you do it within 30 days. So today's the 14th. So if you do it by March 13th, we'll honor the promo code. All right. So that is about it. We'll hope to see you in our trading room tomorrow. Bye-bye.